Cause like, okay, I looked into that, and it wasn't like it wasn't like confirmed that that shit would happen. It was just like, oh, potentially, I think that maybe if this happens, you know, blah blah blah. But it really was just trying to push an agenda because it was like, oh yeah, you know, we don't like this thing. But it's not like if it was causing like any danger to people, the government would fucking regulate that shit, you know? The fact that they didn't means that it's not that big of a threat.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it was like potentially if this bad thing and this other bad thing were to happen at the same time with this likelihood, with such a small likelihood, but it could happen, this could potentially kill a bunch of people. Well, it was like, yeah, but if like the sun suddenly stopped burning, of course we'd all die. It was like, of course, you know, like it seemed like it was just someone trying to push an agenda.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, since there's so many refineries around us, and the air quality is so bad, so there's a lot of more cases of like cancer and asthma and shit like that, you know.
Yeah, you know how you're telling me that your family has cancer? What if it's just because you guys live there a lot? Because it could be any number of things, you know. It could be a hereditary thing, so you know, bad air quality.
I think I don't know. No, because my grandma's siblings, they all live, they're spread out. Some live in Mexico, some live in San Bernardino, some live like all the way, they're everywhere.
Okay, but Mexico and San Bernardino also have pretty poor air qualities, you know?
True, Mexico does. But I'm talking about, they live like in the ranch. Like, no Wi-Fi, no stores, like 3 houses. I've been out there, like,
is anyone gonna pick up Capita?
Oh.
No. Well, so you think that the air quality is a lot better?
I'm not sure. I feel like
1 op 4 remaining.
I don't know.
You out there, Devin?
Yeah.
Time expires in 10 seconds. 5 seconds left. Time limit has been reached.
Wow, they both suck. Well, Jasmine, what's your philosophy on life?
What do you mean?
Like, my philosophy on life is be the person that you want others to be.
Danny just said he wants to give me a hickey.
Oh, okay, good.
Who do I want to be?
Say something better. I thought he was gonna say I want to give you a baby or some shit, dude.
And he said, and I don't even like hickeys. So sprung, man. Like you said, I think Sal made me realize that, like, I am very all-in type of person. I need to like lay back. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to, like, I'm letting him know that if he's serious, I'm serious too. But at the same time, I don't want to be so pushy about it either. I'm just kind of like still going with the flow type thing.
Because my big thing is, how long can that realistically last? Because, like, so everybody gets sprung, right? And that shit's great. But everyone has to come down eventually, you know? And what if they come down before you come down? Or vice versa. Or, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, even though it's like if I was in your position and you know someone that I liked was like liking back and then they're like, you know, I'm sprung, it's like it's great, but like what happens when we're not sprung? Is it gonna suddenly fall apart like how the whole thing with Sal did, you know?
I think that's kind of.
I
I
want
think
to
you think.
what?
I feel like I think more in the moment. I
Yeah,
don't think.
definitely.
I don't.
I use that to describe you too. I was like, yeah, Jazz is more in the moment when I was talking to my dad about it.
5 seconds before insertion.
I was like, she
I
doesn't like
don't.
to think
I'm more
about the
like.
future
Yeah.
Locate
because
Yeah.
it gives her anxiety.
He was like, "Oh no, she's not a something match."
Nah, that's not how he is. And then he was like, because I was talking about how he started talking to Danny and everything. And then I was like, well, I was like, oh, I explained why, you know, like why you liked Sal or something, you know. I forget. What were you saying before I interrupted you? My bad.
Forgot.
You're like, yeah, I'm more in the moment, and I'm more like, I'm different than you because of something.
Oh, I'm more in the moment. I feel like I don't try to think
ahead.
about the possible negatives in the future.
Uh-huh.
I'm more like, if it happens, then that's when I worry about it, and if I don't, then I don't. Or if it doesn't, then I don't.
Okay, and then,
located.
see, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something about relationships.
Basically, what I need to do is chill. And I'm trying. It's probably the extremely
Located a bomb.
hopeless romantic in me.
I was gonna say
Like, I
something.
give everything a fair shot. You get me?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, you really put your all into it, so then when it doesn't work out, you know for sure, right?
I think I put all my all into a lot of things, like friendships, maybe, but for sure relationships I give my all. I do. God damn, I do. But I always bounce back from it, so that's cool.
Damn, he dicked me. But I thought I got him. Fool, I was gonna say something, bro. I was gonna say something. And then you cut me off.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry, it was about me.
Op 4 last stop standing.
It was like, fool, I was gonna say something about like how I operate.
Diffuser is no longer in your possession.
So I like to be realistic. But it's like, it was something about like being sprung and like lasting. It's not always like, oh, you know, it's gonna end. It was like, fuck, I don't remember. You seen him.
15 seconds.
Saw his little feetsies.
Patitas, patitas.
10 seconds
Yeah,
left.
on your left, boy.
Was he in the train or am I tripping?
No, he was over
Yeah, I was
there
tripping.
on the far left. It was something about like people and enjoying people and talking to people and shit. You're like, I give my all, and then you're like, I live in the moment. And I was like, I don't know. I'm interested to see how a relationship goes with me. Like, I'm looking forward to it because, like, you know how I am. I'm very like analytical and everything. So I don't know. Maybe subconsciously I haven't got into a relationship because I don't want it to end like the last one.
You feel like, wait, what did you say? That you don't want to get into one because of your last one?
Yeah. Because I'm afraid that someone will
Oh,
just
well.
like be expired.
That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the motherfucking thing. You can't. I mean, I understand it's scary, but like for me, you know, it's kind of like that shit happens all the time. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen again, though.
No, true, but
Like,
I also
not
haven't found
every-
anyone.
That's why you don't tell anybody.
Tell anyone what? No, I haven't like found anyone that I would be like, oh yeah, I want to like pursue a relationship with.
That
You know?
you're willing. Yeah, I feel like.
I told my dad that like he started saying his whole spiel again, where he's like, because I was like, oh yeah, Jasmine, you know, she broke up with Sal, but now she's getting right back on the horse with Danny. And he's like, that's good. He's like, you know, my biggest thing about young people is like they get hurt and then they stop trying, and it's like that's the worst thing you could do. Because I've been in love 3 times and each one was deeper than the last. You know how he just goes on about it. What do you say? And then I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you can't stop trying. I totally agree with that. You
And
can't. You can't.
And then I was like, I felt like you were being like a little too enthusiastic there.
No,
But-
not too. I agree.
Cause I was like, that's one of Jazz's favorite things that you said. Cause I remember I told you and you were like, oh, I really like that, you know.
Yes, I really did.
And then he was like, oh, well, I'm glad. You know he's a teacher, right? He teaches high school students. He tells them that, and they like it too.
They tell him what, or he,
No,
he
he-
tells
he-
them like.
Yeah, when he's teaching, he tells them that. And then a lot of the times they like it.
That's good. Yeah,
And then he-
sometimes people need to like hear that.
Be told, huh? And that they're worth something and that it's not like the rest.
Yeah, not just because one bad thing happened doesn't mean it's gonna happen again.
I think that was my
And
big
it's
thing.
it's all like within you too. Like if you let this bad thing happen to you, make something out of it. Learn
Turn it
something
into a
from
lesson,
it.
right? Turn
Turn
it
it
into a
into a
positive.
lesson, so there's less chance that it happens again, type thing. You know?
Boom. Yeah, I know.
Friendly, last
You
operator
kind of
standing.
get. I don't know.
I feel you. Turn it. Fuck, I was gonna say something and I forgot.
For last stop standing.
Turn it into a lesson so that it's less than. Fuck. My dad was like, yeah, you know. He was like, I like to tell my students stuff, and then like, it's very interesting to see when they actually get into it.
Located.
Cause then it'll be like, you know, he'll say like, oh, you have to put the like in when the plane's going down or like the oxygen masks come down, you have to put it on yourself before you put it on the baby. And he's like, I know, I get them. Cause then like a girl in the back will pipe up like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you put it on yourself first? You know? And then he's like, then I got her. Then she's thinking about it. You know? Like he just wants them to start thinking about it. You know?
That's good. I feel like I could have a good, nice, long talk with your dad.
Yeah. Oh, Ed. Ed has this theory because like he doesn't like certain people, and like he's like, yeah, because people always like, you know, kind of like do me wrong, you know. And even Suli, I think I talked about this to some degree, but I was like, yeah, you can't let one bad apple ruin it for the whole rest of the orchard.
Orchid? Orchard.
I never say that word, bro. But yeah, you can't let one bad
Bro,
seed
can you
ruin the whole
flip
tree.
that? Like, we just tried so hard to help.